All right, I'm gonna do a short video, expect it will be short, about how to ride the Delhi metro system. Had a lot of work colleagues that are intimidated by the metro. They rely on Ubers to go from point to point, even if it's a place that the Delhi metro system can reach. I think it's just images of people riding on the roofs of Indian trains, which is not at all true here in the Delhi metro system. So let me take you through how you ride it here. While it's a good metro system, you will find, at least I've been finding, that no matter what direction you're going in, the escalators are going in the opposite direction and you have to take the stairs, whether that's up or down. I think that's just Murphy's Law. So you go down just like you would in most other metro stations. There are something like, I'm going to estimate about 15 lines. I'll do my research and correct that with some text in this video once I check the exact number, but they're separated not by letters or numbers as they would be, say, in New York City, but instead by color. So for instance, we're going to the yellow line, which will be a direct stop or direct non-stop to my hotel. You will have to go through security. I guess that's kind of universal at this point. And it's almost like airport security. You do need to take everything out of your pocket. Not put it through the detector, only a bag, but you will at least have to take your wallet and your phone and hold it in your hand while you get wanded. I'm going to turn this off for a second so that he doesn't get mad at me. Here is the Delhi Metro map. I counted and it has 10 lines. 9 or 8 of those have color. One is called Rapid Metro. Another one's called the Greater Noida line, which goes a little bit outside of the Delhi city limits. Here are some of the hours. The fares are distance-based, so it's not one price fits all. You give them your destination. You can pay directly to a human. Most stations will have a human who can do transactions. This one only has one, some will have multiple. However, you do have a few machines. And this one, surprisingly, I'm only seeing one. But you can make a transaction with credit card, cash, EBT card, etc. Millennium City Center. You'll receive a little receipt that has a QR code on it. That's going to get you through the turnstiles, but remember to hold on to it because you're going to need it to exit the turnstiles when you exit, since everything is based on your destination. My fare for going about 20 stops, no transfer on the same line, is 50 rupees. That's about 60 cents. So prices are awesome here. This station is simple as there's only the yellow line stopping here. Some stations have, of course, multiple lines. I am going to the last stop of the yellow line, the Millennium City Center, so obviously I go to track 1. And it is jam-packed. I'm gonna wait a few minutes and try my luck with the next one. The trains come pretty frequently here, so I don't know if it's going to be just as bad in the next one or not, but this one is a little too crowded for my liking. They do have guardrails. I know a lot of the newer metros, and this metro was developed in the late 90s, early 2000s, have that feature, unlike, say, New York or London, that have multiple different types of trains on their track, and therefore not feasible to add this feature that is so important in promoting safety. If, unlike me, and you were not going to the last stop, you can just look at one of the maps and find all the intermediate stops, in this case on platform 1, or in the other direction in platform 2. So it's pretty user friendly. I've been on some metros that you really need to know what you're doing, but it's not that way here. It's pretty easy. The video display on the platform tells you how many minutes until the next train. The last train came about a minute ago, so with 3 minutes it's indicating that the train is coming every 4 minutes. So that's pretty good frequency, especially here on a Sunday. The first car in every train in the metro system is for women only, so men are not allowed. Very first time I took the metro about a year and a half ago, I instantly gravitated to the front because, hey, there was some empty seats there, but within seconds I was advised by a security guard to exit the vehicle or exit the car. The other side's got 2 trains in a row in the 4 minutes I've been waiting for ours, and I hope our train is as nice and empty as this one. Like I'm not as lucky as that, but at least not nearly as crowded as the train from 4 minutes ago. Alright, looks like I got 24 stations to go, and I'm a small YouTuber. I'm not like Action Kid who can just throw a video of him riding the 7 train and looking at the crowd of people and get 100,000 views from that. I gotta work harder to get my views. So I'm not gonna put you through the pain of 24 stops, but I'll check in again at the end. Delhi Metro is that you can walk through all the cars. So it's not like some where you're isolated onto individual cars, or others like New York where you can walk through, but there's a door that most people don't walk through because it's a little bit dangerous. Here it's very safe, and I think the interconnectivity of all the cars helps because you don't have those crimes. You don't have, like that thing that happened in New York where that dude set that lady on fire because they were the only 2 people in the car. Something like that happens here, people would know right away. So I think it's a good layout that they have. Four stops later, and we are at the end of the yellow line. Pretty smooth experience. I've ridden metros and subways all over the world, and I'd say this is above average. It's way better than Mumbai's metro, but I'd say almost as good as Madrid's, and probably a little bit better than Paris or New York, to be honest with you. I did have an escalator option there, but the stairs are faster. "24 stops" was a long time ago, so let's hope I still have the receipt in my pocket. Yes, I do. So what you gotta do is go to one of these exits with the green arrow on it, put your receipt right on the scan, and it'll open right up for you. And then you can discard it. Sometimes they have a little waste paper basket here, sometimes they don't. And we are back in Gurgaon, south of Delhi, the Millennium City Center terminal stop for the Yellow Line. I'm not really one of these instructional video kind of guys. I'm a walking slash vlogging channel, but I've been taking the Delhi Metro a few times in the past couple of weeks, so figured I'd impart some knowledge to those of you who are considering taking the Metro but maybe need some basic knowledge to kind of overcome your fear. But here is something I can't change our fear on. We are hitting the onslaught of tuk-tuk drivers at the Millennium City Center, the most aggressive group ever. It's consistent, daytime, nighttime. It doesn't matter whether you're videoing like me or you're not. They will harass you and hunt you down until you agree to take one of their rides. No tuk-tuk, no. All right, got past the hyper-aggressive sales approach of the tuk-tuk drivers. Oh, I'm not past all of them. Hope you got something out of this video. This is the Urban Walker. Until the next time.